Libra.
Hello Libra, this is your astrological forecast for December 2016. What we have this month for you is your main focus is going to be on communication. It's going to be you running back and forth, doing errands and so forth. It's your third house, which is now illuminated. This will bring more attention to your siblings, your neighbors, your closer community and so forth. We have the Sun, Saturn, and also Mercury here in this area. Now Mercury will retrograde here this month, here from the 19th straight through January 8th. So if you're going to get your Christmas shopping done or holiday shopping, you want to make sure you do it before the 19th so you get some good deals and you don't get funky things that might just need to be returned in the aftermath, right? So this Mercury retrograde here in the sign of Sagittarius, it's going to allow us all to reflect on where we've been, choices we've made, goals that we have on the horizon. We might feel that some of those goals might slow down a little bit, but it's all for the good because it's allowing you to have some more time to tweak it, refine it, make it even better. So sometimes these retrogrades are blessings in disguise. Now, Mercury retrograde can also bring people and places from the past back into the picture. And since this is happening towards this time of the year, you might get to spend some more time with family, friends that you live at distance from. It is Sagittarius, right? So we're talking other cities, other countries. So some of you may definitely be traveling now this year. And since it is retrograde, expect that there could be some delays either due to weather or whatnot, but as long as you're aware, then you are also prepared, right? Now let's talk about the new moon here this month. It will appear in your fourth house for family, roots and traditions and so forth. This new moon will take place on December 28th, so right before New Year. We're starting off new chapters with also placing our intentions. So normally, of course, we place intentions on New Year's Eve, which you can and should still do. But since it's the 28th and getting that close, you can start thinking about the year ahead and what it is you want to do in this area, which is the fourth house, for roots, traditions, family, real estate, the property that you own or would like to achieve. So any thoughts, plans, hopes, wishes, this is where your intentions should be focused. The full moon this month, it was absolutely fabulous there. The last full moon was a super moon, right? This full moon here in the sign of Gemini this month will appear for you in the ninth house, which has to do with higher thinking and higher education and philosophy, those big views that you get when you're thinking about travel, foreign people and places, but studies and so forth too, courses, classes, visas, green cards, anything tying into this. This is what the full moon will illuminate for you on the 13th. If you're thinking about publishing, things can be brought to the forefront here on this day. So good for you, because full moons are really harvest time, just like new moons are always about planting the seeds, right? So since it is in the sign of Gemini, we might find ourselves a little bit more chatty. Other people might be a little bit more chatty as we're exchanging thoughts and hopes, dreams, and ideas this month. But we have Venus. Let's take a look at what Venus is doing. Love and romance here, Libra. It's also your ruler. It's in the fourth house for home and family, your children, your parents, all of those things. And of course, it is a holiday season. And so you're putting a lot of extra love into your home here this year. It being in the sign of Capricorn allows you to focus on details, those things that really matter, holds a lot of tradition because it is in the sign of Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn, which is tradition. Okay, so you might just feel those things a little closer to heart here this year. Romance too, I feel, is very sober, down to earth, very grounded until it moves into Aquarius here a little bit down the road, but then it will be in your 5th house for joy, fun, leisure, that kind of thing. So Mars is already there, so you could be feeling those energies where you're wanting to explore and experiment. That's what Aquarius is all about. Having Mars there is you feeling that drive. It's been here. It's actually past halfway through the sign. So if you just go back a couple of weeks now, you could recognize that energy where you're thinking a little bit out of the box. Aquarius, as opposed to Capricorn, is untraditional. And so you're probably pretty much too wanting to combine the untraditional aspects of the holiday season with the traditional. Fusing those things can be quite exciting. Here also when we're thinking about the food on the table, right? Fusing old and new recipes and so forth. But as far as romance goes, well, Venus is definitely wanting to secure and make things feeling a little bit more tight packaged perhaps too, whereas Mars is wanting to liberate, so you might feel a little bit different energies as far as that goes. But listen, Venus is going to join that Mars there, and we're going to feel like things are going to take off, and you are going to feel super free later in this month. But let's talk about now what's taking place top of the month. This is when we have Mars and Jupiter trining one another. That's a very harmonious aspect. When they come together, well, Mars being drive and goals and ambitions, and Jupiter wanting to expand everything, how can that not be good, right? So December 1st, you want to mark that on your calendar, and what comes in to support it just in that first week of December is Mars also combining a fantastic transit to Saturn. Now Mars again, goals, ambitions, physical drive, passion, while Saturn is going to really root something and allow it to grow with expectations of maybe new ways, something that could be unconventional. That's because on the 6th, Uranus comes into the picture, also aspecting Mars. Uranus likes to try new things. It might come up with new ideas, new concepts. So we got 3 Mars aspects in this first week of December, both with Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, all of them in perfect relation to one another. So this should be a week where we can really see maybe even new facets of ourselves. And to bring it a little bit closer to Jupiter as well is on the 9th, when the Sun and Jupiter meet. The Sun is you, your essence, you're feeling you've accomplished a whole lot in this first 6 days. So come the 9th, you're looking at it and thinking that you've really concluded and opened up for a lot. Jupiter brings gifts, and that can be gifts as to the way you think, the way you act. It's also a sense of good humor coming up. So you're quite charged, should I say, here this time of month. And this brings us straight throughout the calendar of December, where we just see a lot of back-to-back fabulous aspects. We have Mercury and Neptune. Mercury, which is communication. Neptune, your hopes and dreams, your vision. So I see you communicating what these visions are. And I'm taking that you're planning something special, Libra, here for the oncoming new year. And I see how you're totally able to embrace the concept and act upon it. So the 10th, this is a day where you can really schedule in, maybe thinking about a New Year's party, and in that case, you'll have a lot of success with it. It's not only is the Sun here conjuncting Saturn, which it does, one day a year, right? So this is the day upon this whole entire year where the essence of you and really honing in and securing something comes together. So whatever that is, make sure it's good, because it has long-lasting effect on you, and then you're already implementing it on the 11th when the Sun meets up with Uranus. Now this is a beautiful trine. Uranus will always come with surprises, the unexpected, when it comes up in good aspects like this one here. So I feel that mid-month here, absolutely fantastic. Now, keep in mind, we're getting pretty close to that Mercury retrograde, so I would like to say get all your shopping done by the 15th so you don't get too close to that retrograde on the 19th. Then you can sit back. Early shopping frees you up so you don't have that last minute stress. I mean, the holidays are busy enough as they are, right? So between the 11th and the 24th, we don't really have too many aspects. So it's giving you a little room to breathe and prepare in other ways, but not having to run around. On the 24th, which is Christmas Eve, for those of you in Europe, this is your Christmas, right? And Saturn Uranus here are in a beautiful trine. This aspect brings the old-fashioned, old routines, traditions. That's Saturn. Uranus is all the unconventional, new routines. They're merging, they're fusing. So, like I said earlier in this reading too, that this Christmas you might see a fusion of old and new, and it's exciting. Christmas Eve has a great energy for all of you to come together and share. And of course, as we're coming into Christmas Day, which is Christmas celebration for the Americans, we have Venus and Jupiter. Now, for those of you on Christmas Eve, you're already feeling this energy because they're already nearly at that exact point. Venus is love, it's romance, it's presence, the things that we value. It's the family energy that we're embracing. Coming in with a trine to Jupiter goes to show that this Christmas is going to be extravagant, okay? Because Jupiter will really not just go above and beyond, but sometimes even duplicate things, right? So instead of one present from a person, you might end up getting two presents. So it's just extremely generous. So we're seeing how this holiday is being spent in very good spirits. We have also Venus sextiling Uranus, also sextiling Saturn. So we got three major ongoing aspects there for Christmas Day. That means expect the unexpected, which Uranus brings surprises. And so Saturn too will want to bring in security, love, traditions, and so forth. Beautiful way to spend Christmas 2016. I know we had a little bit of strange aspects there for Thanksgiving, right? We talked about that in the November reading, where things could get a little like offhand somewhat, but Christmas is not going to be like that at all. Now on the 26th, on the other hand, then I see that Jupiter has really taken itself out. You might have been eating a little bit more than what you normally do, so it's just wanting to chill on the 26th. Take time off if you can. This is a great day for doing so. That's Jupiter and Uranus. They're opposing one another, so it's just wanting to take time out and relax. This brings us close to the end of this reading here for December Libra, when we have the Sun and Neptune. They are sextiling. And Neptune has to do with dreams and visions, and the Sun is you. So I could see how you are really now sensitive towards what it is you're wanting to achieve, what you're wanting to set out for. This is coming up. New Year's Eve is coming up. And Mars is positioning itself there on the 31st to an exact conjunction with Neptune. So what you're planning on the 30th, Mars is kicking into action on the 31st, so you're ending this year on really feeling aligned with reaching for those higher goals, right? And it's setting you off into New Year's with this aspect. So more on that when we talk about the New Year astrology for what you can expect for 2017, because that's exactly where we're going to start off with. So listen, Libra, thank you for 2016. Thank you for following. Thank you for liking and sharing. And have a blessed, beautiful holiday. And I will see you again here now soon.